USC, Sumter Fire Latino Squad in the lobby. Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, Champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los fighters, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. En el JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morde el argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Cuando apunta no falla, en el clutch aparece y te borra la pantalla. Mayhem peruano mete ritmo y estrategia, te cierra el ángulo, precisión milimétrica. Morder argentino, entra fuerte sin miedo, domina rotaciones, siempre llega primero. Mati de Ecuador, cae con fuego en la zona. Cuando suelta el loadout, todo el mapa se detona. We don't choke, we don't fall, fire ants, always stand tall. Latino representando, los campeones regresando. Somos los fires, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. Repetitive 40 war zone, we run the frame. En el JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morden argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Argentina, Perú, Ecuador. Meeting on fire, campeones por honor. Fire hands on the map, let's go. Dropping the zone, we control the fight. Fire hands pull up, it's GG on sight. Precision, aggression, we push every lane. Defending the title again and again. USC, Sumter, yeah, we built to compete. Latino energy, we don't taste defeat. Turn up the volume, make me feel that bass. Cause fire ants running the whole damn space. Champions, let's run it back. USC, Sumter Fire Latino Squad in the lobby. Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, Champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los fighters, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. En el JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morde el argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Cuando apunta no falla, en el clutch aparece y te borra la pantalla. Mayhem peruano mete ritmo y estrategia, te cierra el ángulo, precisión milimétrica. Morder argentino, entra fuerte sin miedo, domina rotaciones, siempre llega primero. Mati de Ecuador, cae con fuego en la zona. Cuando suelta el loadout, todo el mapa se detona. We don't choke, we don't fall, fire ants, always stand tall. Latino representando, los campeones regresando. Somos los fires, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. Repetitive 40 war zone, we run the frame. En el JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morden argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Argentina, Perú, Ecuador. Meeting on fire, campeones por honor. Fire hands on the map, let's go. Dropping the zone, we control the fight. Fire hands pull up, it's GG on sight. Precision, aggression, we push every lane. Defending the title again and again. USC, Sumter, yeah, we built to compete. Latino energy, we don't taste defeat. Turn up the volume, make me feel that bass. Cause fire ants running the whole damn space. Champions, let's run it back. SC, Sumter Fire Ants, Latino Squad in the lobby, Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, Champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los Fighters, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. In your JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morde el argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería.
And we are live from the Anthill. Coach Chris here with you. Got some esports action, CCL style, Call of Duty coming your way. USC Sumter in the playoffs for regional currently, and getting a first round forfeit win, so basically a bye, going into the weekend of competition. So right now we are seeing the Fire Ants getting ready to get into the lobby. I'm a little under the weather, so I may be a little quiet at times tonight. And it's just me solo, but Fire Ant's going to be streaming here, and don't know exactly the map pools and stuff. It's been kind of a hodgepodge night as far as the other teams not quite being ready to go and things like that, but we are underway now and getting ready to go here. Fire Ants taking on Southern Indiana, the Aviators. Not sure what their record was coming into the season, but Fire Ants, if they play well, should be able to win their match here and move into tomorrow's matches, which would be, I think, a quarterfinal and possibly extending either into a semi or going into a loser bracket. So tomorrow, Fire Ants at least have two matches, win or lose, and then again potentially maybe on Sunday. But either way, Fire Ants going into this playoff, hopefully they will get this W. And then tomorrow, if we win tonight, might be seeing Marshall in our match tomorrow at 1 p.m. So we'll be back on stream at 1 tomorrow. If we lose this match tonight, we'll have another match right after this. But let's hope we don't, and let's hope we win, and the players can go home early, and we can be back tomorrow for our 1 o'clock game. But here we go, loading into Den Hardpoint, and we got a good matchup here for you. It's been a while since we've been on stream. Ultimately, had a lot of playoff off days and going on this week. Some teams were in, some teams were out. I know I said we were going to be on stream for Valorant yesterday, but Valorant actually had a first round bye in the playoffs, so we weren't in playoffs for them. But here we go. Fire Ants going to be on Bravo team. And again, I may not call out everything, but going to point one. Here we go. Nobody getting any hill top. Trying to get control. Starting off not so good there for Fire Ants. 3 down. Nobody getting much P1 at the moment. And looks like P1 is going to go mainly to the Aviators. He's got the work cut out for him here so far after P1 to hold P2 down. First rotations, figure teams out. trying to hold down this hill. Not finding the kills that they want to find. They do finally win out that team fight. Maddie leading the way with 6 kills so far. Fire Ants we're coming in late, 15 seconds on, bumping out, moving to next. Back over to P3, opposite side. Looks like Santi's over there, headed to Dojo. Does have one behind him, don't the call out I think came from border there. I'll find that kill, and they're set up. Oh, they're set up decently here if they can get there once, but they do not. Contest. Santi's able to slide through, gets one, but not enough to break. Fire Ants gotta make sure we don't trickle here. Gotta break together in order to make this work. Addy goes down, but they're able to clear. That's a good break from the Fire Ants. They might pick up this last 18. Santi gonna be on the look for the backside. Gonna try to lock down this back for P4. This is a very important spot. Need him to just play his life here. Be cautious. Hopefully they can get the spawns. It should give them the spawns here. It did. And so now they have major control here. Unfortunately, Mortar makes a mistake falling off, I believe, there. Maddie gonna be the first one to see somebody. Goes down. Rushes on. Pirates struggling a little bit on this last point. Very close on the scores right now. Fire Ants looking a little off. I think they had some cooldown time in between the FF and when they were starting to go, so it's going to take them a little while to get active and acclimated, I guess. Not to take anything away from what we see from the Aviators, but Fire Ants do look a little bit sluggish at the moment. Back to P1. Nobody really got a lot from P1, but it did go with first rotation advantage to the Aviators. Got a flank here, but gets seen. Gonna be a contest in the middle. Oh, Santi looks away. Didn't see him, but flank call probably called out. That's 3 down. Santi the only one that goes down for the Fire Ants. They know where the other is. Should be able to push that player out. They do. Fire Ants gonna take control. Gonna be a mid-cut push here. They're trying to wrap heavily to get the spawns from the other side. Gonna see Santi go down in the back. They gotta make their way around so that they can try to hold these spawns for P2. Trades coming out on the hill. Did well on P2 last time. Let's see how they do here holding. I don't have the spawn anymore. So that's going to be interesting to see how they play out of that. Trades coming out on hill. Maddie not seeing that player. Walks right through. Santi playing his life here. They're gonna try to fight for these last couple seconds. Fire Ants should have to rotate there. Sorry, I had to mute for a cough. Thanks for everybody viewing us. Appreciate anybody that's here watching. getting it yet. Pirates have extended their lead to 6+. And Firen's taking heavy control here, pushing it along. Definitely starting to warm up as the more the game comes through. They really took most of P3, P4 though, getting broken. Santi gonna have to play his life here. He does, but goes down as I switch to him. Trying to look at a different view. Maddie battling inside. Does get a stick. Mortar gets another. Firing's going to take the majority of this. Maybe a point trying to happen here. Firing's keeping and extending almost to 100 points here. Oh, it was a little shaky at first. Firing's starting to find their footing in. Next couple of seconds going to go to the Aviators. Here we are back at B1, third set of rotations. Of most of the points in the P2. That's 3 down. That should give them a lot of time on hill as the spawns come up. Mayhem's doesn't know one's behind them. We're gonna get shot in the back. Ball goes out though. Pirates looking to try to close this out. They got enough time to close it. All the way. Now, as tight as this hardpoint was, at least at the beginning, the search and destroy could be kind of tight in the second go round, but we shall see. But yeah, Firing's going to need another hill to close this out. 3 lining up for Mortar here. Mortar did not have his grenades, I think, in that situation. And Firing's able to get on and get those last 7 points or so. And map 1 goes to the Firing's, up 1-0 in the series. Again, slow start. Firing's got going. That's to be expected. Sitting cold, not coming from one game to the next. It does take a little while. Mayhem's not necessarily having a strong game in kill time, but had some hill time. Also, didn't die a ton, but like to see him tighten that up a little bit more. But we'll be right back as soon as we get into lobby and map number 2. See you in a moment. And we are back. And first map goes to the Fire Ants. Now we are headed into Search and Destroy. Same map, Den. Let's see how this goes. Could be either team in favor here again. There were some tight moments in map number 1, but overall, Fire Ants do prevail. Fire Ants looking like they're going to be on attack here. Oh, there was a draw. Maybe something didn't load in quite right, or not the right settings. I'm going to reset that. So it looks like a lobby reset here, and then we'll be headed in. Countdown is away, so maybe just some changes on the settings. And here we go. Oh, Fire Ants were on defense here, actually. Yeah, that's correct. They're not hosting, so they would have picked defense. So here we go. Maddie gets intel. I don't know if he saw multiple ones. Mortar picks off one. Mayhem's gonna find Grim. Ooh, Maddie and Mayhem's both go down. Off. Trades come out, and Fire Ants win with what should have been a little cleaner, but at least they played together there and were able to get the trades. It was pretty clean. I thought Mortar had taken some shots, but from that perspective, he did not. So, yeah, how you want to see it? Make sure you're there in the position to get the trades. Fire Ants on attack. Quick plant goes down. Some players attacking. Mortar. One goes down. Maddie's still with that long sight range. A lot of dojo action here. 1v1, Maddie wins that in the middle. Fire Ants take a 2-0 lead. Slow push. They think the push is going B. Everybody's there to kind of maintain. Mayhem's watching the long. Mortar trying to play snipe here. Rotate maybe? No, they're gonna try to force it in. rotating. Working their way through the fight, though, to get there. Gonna go ahead and try to get this plant down on A. And I believe that was Mayhem's gonna clear that up. So well done from the Virans there, just kind of holding their ground. Good job though by the Aviators to kind of push through the defensive side of things, and they are there. Two goes down. Get a plant, and that's 4v1 here. Trying to do the last one. Gets mortar, but Trey comes out. Fire ants 4-0. Find somebody. Does not. Maddie had him lined up for a second but couldn't finish off. 2v1 here. Grim gonna get the plant down. Mayhem's on the move. They try to come from the flank. Right next to him, did not know. Unfortunate. First blood coming out. Good play by Mortar. Forcing that player into specific directions. There's 2v1. I know where he is. And get the kill. 5-0. Or 5-1, sorry. Forgot that one. Again, after a sluggish map number 1, and then getting warmed up. Finish that out with 12, but Search and Destroy going our way so far. 3v3 here. Matty in a good spot, finds 2 players. Can't find the other, but the trade comes out from Mayhem's. He does go down 1v1, and before I could swap, player goes down. Fire Ants close it out 6-1. And gonna be a reset on the lobby, and then we'll be back in just a minute. And we are back, loading into map number 2, gonna be Overload on Scar. Not sure why we didn't ban this map, hate this map, but we're gonna give it a go. I think we are Bravo, yep. Quickly. Fire Ants gonna try to score at this point whenever they can. Gotta clear the ground first. Get that first push. Big battles coming out from the Fire Ants in the middle here, trying to make their way to the point. Grim finally goes down. Trade's coming out a lot. Nobody picking up the spark yet, as I like to call it, the overload. Getting another kill. Impressive play there. Spark is going to be picked up. We're going to try to make a move. Players are all back there though, so they've got a long way to go just to break through. Not necessarily Fire Ants are going to do it on this go, but if they can get a couple players down. Might be the pressure that they need. They got some options. Players down. That's gonna do it. That's gonna be a 1 point. Oh no! Brando got him from behind there. I thought that was a for the Fire Ants, but not able to close the gap. They might be able to do it here. Nope. Johnny getting 2. That's huge. Fire Ants just not closing the gap there. Punching the ticket. 20 seconds left in this first round. This is kind of crazy. Nose team is scored. Fire Ants gonna try it again. Do have mortar in the back there, so this may be a scoring opportunity for the Fire Ants. If he can find somebody here, and they do score. Maddie, you able to score that before he goes down? And time is gonna stop as the bomb is on the hill. 7 seconds left. He's gonna maybe be able to close this out here. Gonna try to score one time if they can. Either way, only 3 seconds left till halftime. Seems like the clock is now stopping and ticking. They don't have it differently than before. I feel like when players have it in their hand, it's ticking at some points, but halftime comes up. But maybe that's changed, maybe not. Halftime comes up and we lead 1-0. Again, I do not like this map. Players might like it alright, but this is like my least favorite map in this game. There's a beta map too, but final 3 kills there. They had some big plays, did the Aviators, as far as stopping us from scoring. Fire Ants should have had at least one other one, I think, but just not able to fend off everybody and close that gap quick enough. Maybe slight little bit of hesitation or something, I don't know. But Fire Ants do lead 1-0 though here. I feel like this side of the map is a little bit easier to score from. So let's see. They stopped the Aviators from doing it. Let's see what the Fire Ants can do. It's going down here. Maddie finding 2. The middle is open. Lots of Fire Ants dropping. Nobody picking up the point though. Or the spark. Kind of similar to what you saw in the last round. There's 3 down though. Fire Ants may take it from here and go. And again, this is somewhat of an easier side to score, that seems. I don't know, they might have been able to make it. And they push, but Sumter gotta try to make some kills here last. Mayhem's doing his best. There's one more in that bag. Stairs. Mayhem's gonna try to clear off this spot. And the spark is picked up and knocked down. Fire Ants trying to maintain this pressure up in the spawn and hope that one of them can come through and grab it. Maddie may be that one. Fire Ants struggling a little bit to maintain the pressure. Both teams struggling to maintain the pressure that they want to do. And gotta be careful here. This could be a score moment. Gonna see Maddie get the kill down. That's 3 down. Try to push up and take some space here. Pushing hard over here on the right side, trying to score it. Players battling. That's 4 down. Fire Ants take this and go. Push to B. They only got 21 seconds. The lowest scored overload that I've seen. They're battling, taking down 2. He knows one's more there. Gonna get him. They might have a score here. It's gonna be tight. They don't have to, I guess they could set it down. Just let time tick away and win 1-0. And that looks like that is what's gonna happen. And Fire Ants gonna maybe, gonna take map number 3 here and win with time limit reached 1-0. That was wild on that scar to only have a 1-0 score. Crazy. kills coming out. Best kills coming out for the Aviators. Scoreline's relatively matched, but Fire Ants do take them out. Win 3-0 in the series. Punch their ticket to play tomorrow at 1 p.m. Don't have to play anymore tonight. We'll be back live on stream going up against Marshall. A top 10 seed in our bracket. So gonna be a very good matchup tomorrow. I know Marshall's coach real well. He's a good guy, Coach Kyle, and they've got a good squad there for sure. We're coming in at the 6 seed. They are the 3 seed. So we're gonna meet tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then look for a chance to play again after that and stay in the winners bracket. So more action coming tomorrow from the Fire Ants at 1 p.m. And we're gonna close it out here for the night. So we appreciate everybody that watched. Appreciate all of you for being here, and we will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. if you want to see some more Call of Duty action. Fire Ants continue to move forward in the CCL playoffs, regional playoffs. We'll see you then. Y'all have a good night.
USC, Sumter Fire Ants, Latino Squad in the lobby, Argentina, Perú, Ecuador, champions otra vez. Let's heat it up. Somos los Fires, llegamos al game. Defending champions, you know the name. CoD4v4 war zone, we run the frame. In the JC, on top, we remain. Santi from Argentina con la mira fría. Perú tiene a Mayen rompiendo día a día. Morde el argentino, pura puntería. Y Mati de Ecuador controlando la batería. Cuando punta no falla, en el clutch aparece y te borra la pantalla. Mayhem peruano mete ritmo y estrategia, te cierra el ángulo, precisión milimétrica. Morde el argentino, entra fuerte sin miedo, domina rotaciones, siempre llega primero. Mati de Ecuador, cae con fuego en la zona. Cuando suelta el loadout, todo el mapa se detona. We don't choke, we don't fall, Fire Ants, how we stand tall, latino representando. Los